You probably don't know me, so I will quickly introduce myself, explain why I don't speak Russian in this video, and move on with the topic of this video. So, I'm an official Escapade partner. I was making new state content since its release. I didn't unfortunately play the alpha test, that was the golden era of new state, but I just didn't get the invitation, and I think it was very hard to play on iOS devices. On my channel mostly I make guides, and also I'm responsible for creating this website where you can find weapon stats and gun stats. So I think that's pretty much it. And now quickly to my Russian audience, I will explain why I'm not speaking Russian here. So the main reason is that I want to make this video as available as possible, so that's why I chose English, and I will be talking about key problems of a new state right now, and maybe even devs will hear us. Hopefully I won't be lazy enough to include subtitles in this video for my Russian audience, so let's see. So what is the state of new state right now? As you may probably see and notice, new state, I think it's in worst state ever that is ever been, and understandably so, because the player count of the game was declining every year, every month. That's not a big secret. So why is it? Why the game is in its worst right now? Of course, there are several reasons. I won't be able to cover them all. I think I will just run through those that I think are more important. First, let's talk about cheaters. If you play the game, you definitely noticed that cheaters are everywhere. If you go to the leaderboard, like first 5 players would be most likely cheaters. Not all of them, not in every leaderboard, but chance of that is very high. And it's because the current anti-cheat system just doesn't work. Like if you send the report to ban the hacker, maybe you will get him banned in several days. For 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days, but he will be back soon. Even if you will ban him forever, he will just create a new account and play the game as he played before. And so the reason for that, I think that new state has a very limited amount of devs working at this project. So maybe anti-cheat system is not their priority right now, and honestly I don't think it should be. Although if they won't fix this problem, the game will become even worse. I would like to see maybe some additional features for partners to ban players in game without reporting them, because even if we will report them, that is not instant, and that is not even 50% chance that the person will get banned. Of course, that's a very overpowered feature, and there is no way to balance it. Like for example, if they just think, okay, this person plays suspiciously, that's a very suspicious move, and they will ban this person, and then it will turn out that this person was innocent. Yeah, like what do you do with that, about it? So maybe it's not really the best option, and it's a very big responsibility. So I don't think devs will ever introduce it, and I don't honestly think they should. But if they will, I will be very honored. I will ban most of the cheaters and hopefully not innocent people. But enough about that. As I said, I don't really have that much to say about it. My main concern about new state is that we don't have any point of playing the game right now. And I think it's a problem of majority of mobile games right now. Let me explain. If you play the game, like tell me, what is the point of winning the match? Like why would you win the match? Why would you even play the game in the first place? To get some rewards, maybe to complete some events, but what's the point of entering the classic mode and finishing the game? No matter how many kills you make, like 15 kills let's say, what's the point of winning the game? What's the point of getting this chicken dinner? There is no point. Unless you're farming like chicken medals with chicken medal cards, then yes, there is a reason to play the game then. But again, only 7 times, only 7 wins. The rest matches are useless. You won't get anything besides rank if you play classic mode. And if you play Jetta, yeah, sure, you will get rank as well. But what if you grind FPP or maybe solos? Then there is just no point of playing the game if you already did all the events, which you can most of them you can just finish in 2 or 3 days. So there is nothing left to do for the next 2 months of the season. The game doesn't have progression. Another question for you. Is there a way to tell that the account is new or old? Maybe you will say skins. Yes, right. You can just look into the inventory of the player and say how many skins he has. And maybe he have a scarecrow skin that was introduced like in the first days of the game. Oh wait, No, you could have obtained Scarecrow skin for how many times? I think 4 times. So no, like even the new account can have a Scarecrow skin. So skins is not something that you can tell apart the old account and new account. So what is then? And that's the problem. The game doesn't have any progression. If you open the account of any player, you will see the level of the account, which gives nothing. The level of TDM, which again doesn't really give anything important. You will see the wardrobe with skins, which again you can obtain in every point of the game. During the match, there is nothing that will say, okay, this player played like for a very long time, and this player is a newbie. And by the end, there is no really reason to play the game unless you're having fun. And let's be honest, having fun is a very temporal thing, because as you will play the game continuously, you will just get bored. That's what happened with Jetta. I enjoyed playing Jetta for the first, I don't know, 3 days, and then I just didn't enjoy it anymore because the game felt repetitive, which is fine, but there was no point. I logged into the game, I found the match, played the game, won the match. That's it. I didn't get anything from this. I got ranked, of course, but again, as I said already, I'm grinding FPP because I don't have that much time. So there was just no point of me winning the game and feeling like this need in winning. There is no difference if I lose the game or if I win the game. I don't have anything in stake. There are many ways in which devs can introduce the progression system into the game. They can go with weapon mastery like in PUBG PC, where you unlock like charms or different skins to the guns that you play with a lot. That would be cool. Or maybe my idea to make, for example, that on level 50, the amount of crates that you need to open to get the guaranteed legendary gun or skin would be reduced from 500 to 400, for example. That would be a point of players to grind in the level, because they will spend less chicken medals or NCs to get the weapon that they want or to get the skin that they want. It would be a good thing for both players who just casually play the game without donating and for those who spend money. I want to have this feeling in the game when I play the match on Erangel, for example, or Troy, that if I lose, I will lose something, and if I win, I will win something. I will be rewarded with something. And unless you use chicken medal cards or farm chicken medals, you just don't get this feeling. So the next important thing that I think that New State has a problem with is understanding what it is. What is New State? Just regular BR game? Well, okay, it has Jetta, which is more like a Farlight or Apex mobile mode. It has classic mode, which is like maybe a bit similar to original PUBG, but again, you can grind the same rank in both of the modes. So are they similar? Or why can't you grind FPP squads, for example, if you play Jetta? Or in Ace League, for example, why is it only TPP squads that get the rank? I don't get it. And so I think that devs should determine the game modes and to make them their own thing with good rewards. First of all, make Jetta itself, like this new era, make it a game mode with its own leaderboard, with its own rank, with good rewards. That's important as well, good rewards, because if you don't get good rewards, players just won't play it. Again, if there is no point of playing the game, people just won't play it, and that will make New Era the like TPP casual mode for those players who just want to sit, like after the long day, just sit, play, and relax. And other like grinders will play this mode again to get rewards. That's a good thing. Next, make Ace League a new ranked classic mode, because right now we have solo rank FPP, solo rank TPP, TPP squads, FPP squads, 4 different modes. That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even make more sense when you consider Ace League, or well, again, not Ace League, the weekly league, where you can grind rank for TPP squads only. So play those players who grind rank in FPP squads or FPP solos or TPP solos, they just feel left out, because when they play weekly league, of course they play I think most likely for the rewards, but again, when they play it, they don't get the rank for their rank. The solution for this would be to introduce new ranked system, again separate from Jetta, separate from the classic mode that we have right now. Make something like maybe similar to TDM, but again, to make it more playful, because TDM ranked is garbage, honestly. The fact that you only can play it like for 4 hours a day, that's just bad. That's the reason why I stopped playing TDM Ranked, and of course cheaters. So I think if you will open Ace League as a new Ranked, at least since 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. for 12 hours, that would be good. I think people will be able to play it daily and find matches without bots. That's also important, with real players only, and maybe they will be able to have 60 players in a match. I think it's possible, but only if there would be no map selection. I personally would like to see this ranked mode in FPP because I think it's the most fair game mode, but again, to make it more available to everybody, you can make it TPP. I don't really care that much at this point. I just want something good in the game. And for those people who just want to relax and don't play Jetta, they can just make a classic mode with map selections and bots available during all time of the day, but you won't be able to grind rank there. I think it makes sense. So this concept in my head is perfect because it will make clear the differences between the player base in the game, and also it will reduce the amount of queues in the game to just 3: Jetta TPP, casual TPP with bots, and ranked FPP without bots. Because right now in the game we have how many? 8? I think 9 queues, no, even maybe more. Solo FPP TPP, squads FPP TPP, and then double it because of the maps, Troy, Lagna, Erangel, and Nakinta. That would be 16 already. And Jetta, so 17. Yeah, 17 queues, that's a lot. So imagine our player base divided by 17 on Sundays and Mondays. That's just wild. Of course, the division is not accurate because most players will play Jetta or TPP squads and not FPP solos, for example. But still, it's a very bad thing to have. So reducing 17 queues to just 3 would be very healthy to the game. And I think that the game needs to make these kind of sacrifices. For example, solo mode, which I think is important, but not right now, not in the current state of the game. I think that would be good if a game would encourage people to make friends in the game to play Jetta or FPP squads ranked. I think that would be good. Or maybe make ranked solo, I don't know. Or maybe duo. Yeah, actually, now that I say so, why not make FPP duo ranked? Actually, that would be fire, I think. That just came up to me. I didn't even write this down. That's a really good idea. I don't know, like, tell me in the comments. So I think I made my point. Yeah, and so getting back to the topic of the video. If devs will not understand what to do with the game, because I think they want to lure more new players with this very casual Jetta mode, like new era mode. If they want to do this, okay, fine, but they will most likely lose the majority of the community that they have right now, because we are the base of the community. Those who want PUBG PC movement, those who want PC maps, those who want Tag or Destin or any other PC map, we want that, and we wait for this. Even like for how many years have passed? 2 years, I think. Yeah, 2 years. After 2 years, people still want Destin to be in the game. Again, it's not possible right now, and I think it would hurt the game if they would introduce 5th map into rotation. Again, what they made with Lagna and Troy being available only on certain days, I think it's bad because nobody played Lagna and Troy before. Now they just don't play it because it's not available, so they just ruined these 2 maps. And I think that the same thing will happen with the new maps that will be introduced in the new state, if they will ever be introduced. But again, I think that devs just need to understand what they want the game to be, and if they will not understand it, the game will die. I know in the comments people will write, oh no, the game is already dead, why are you talking about this? Well, because it's not dead, because it still can survive. I believe that the game will survive if again devs will take action, if the devs will listen to the community, if the devs will do something about it and not ignore the players that play the game. And it really breaks my heart that all this time that I've played this game, that I've made this content, is going to waste if the game will shut down eventually. So I think I'm running out of time. I didn't want to talk that much. On my time, I already have 34 minutes that I've spent talking and making mistakes or mispronouncing words. So I will just end it here. Maybe this video will get a follow-up and I will release a new video that in which I will discuss even more problems about new state if you want so. But again, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys will see me in the next video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. See you soon.